Hello everyone, I'm Cassandra.
And I'm Mom.
And this is Millennial Mom. And today we are here to pick back up on Mama June from Not to Hot, Season 4, Episode 7, Mama's Court Order. And we finally get to see what's for sale, like they tried to tell us last week. So let's get into the video. So the video drops. We see Mama in the house selling the Lana stuff, pumpkin stuff, the baby stuff, everybody's stuff.
Yep.
I was like, child.
You know, that's how you know, well, not how you know, but how you know Mama June is desperate for money. I agree with what the family was saying. You know, you selling even the baby's dolls for $1, that's a new low.
Mm-hmm. And then when we see Jennifer talking about it with
Sugar Bear,
Lord, I was like, why were you seeing her once again? Jennifer just had all the bad stuff to say.
Every time, every show. You know what? But Sugar Bear shut her down on this one. He's like, you know, I don't want to hear that. He goes, Pumpkin and Josh are doing a good job with Alana, so he don't want to hear what's going on with Jennifer. But she's like, well, I know how to make him give custody or go for custody. I know what to do. I just have to, you know. I was like, if that's all it takes, Sugar Bear, wow, that's all I'm going to say.
I thought it was interesting. Every time that Jennifer brings up Alana and the custody, Sugar Bear is always just like, you know, he's not trying to rock the boat because he knows he hasn't been there as a parent. So I can actually give him some credits and accolades on knowing.
Stepping back and knowing that, again, Pumpkin and Josh are doing what's in the best interest for Alana.
But he should also be doing more.
He should.
As a parent.
Right. Pick back up at Pumpkin and Josh's house. And Pumpkin asked Alana, like, did you ever use that? Or, you know, was that your favorite thing? So it looked like it was Alana's gumball machine. I had a gumball machine. I remember that thing.
I had a gumball machine too.
I loved it.
I didn't, because I always had to put a quarter in it. I had to shake the money out.
Well, you had to learn how to unscrew the top, but that's neither here nor there. But, you know, Alana's upset about that, and she's actually holding another secret from Pumpkin and Josh that she doesn't want them to know. But it's time for Alana to go to school, and, you know, they're just trying to let her know it'll be okay. See, every scene is it'll be okay. And I understand they want to reassure her, but I think deep down that maybe if not with, Dr. Ish? But they all, as a family, need some type of counseling.
True.
I think so.
So after that, we see Pumpkin, Alana, and Ella at the donut shop. Ella is so cute to me.
She is. She's talking a little bit more, too. It's cute.
But she looks like Josh. So they're there, and we finally get to know Alana's secret. And her secret is that she really wants to be at home with her mom.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her for that, because that's her mom.
Right. And, you know, she's also saying how, you know, she appreciates how much Pumpkin and Josh has done for her, but she just really wants to be at home. And, again, you can understand that. She wants to be at home in her room with her mom and just have an environment with mom and daughter.
But Pumpkin is more so like, I understand that, but I want you to see why you can't be with your mom right now. Why it's in your best interest to be there. And you can see Alana just saying like, okay, yeah. It's like, I know that she gets it, but that's not really what she wants. She's going to have to go through a little bit more, unfortunately, heartaches and stuff like that to finally get to realize where her mom is at mentally, especially in this stage in her life.
Yeah. Also, too, Pumpkin tells Alana that, you know, she could talk to her about anything, even boys. And I was like, oh, okay. And then Alana says, well, you know, I'm at school, I'm making friends, so how about I have a sleepover? She's like, yeah, we can have a sleepover. I'm going to be cool. I'm going to be the best mother. I know she's like, smother? Yeah, smother. Sister.
Oh, sister mother?
Sister mother.
Oh, I thought she meant like smothered, like that show on TLC.
So we're back at Dodo's house, and the next thing you know, Dodo's talking with her daughter, and then the phone rings. Turns out it's the sheriff that her and Mike met in Alabama. And she's like, you know, I told him to call me if there's any news about June. She thinks maybe he heard from June. Sheriff's asking her if she's heard from June. So Clearly no one's heard from anybody, but the sheriff is reminding Dodo that June's court date is this Friday. And hopefully someone can get to June to let her know to be there. And Dodo's like, well, what happens if she doesn't come?
She already knows what happened. She's
I know.
going to jail.
Well, he's like, they're going to issue a warrant out for her arrest and, go from there. She's like, well, I hope June's going to be there. She goes, if she's not there, I'm going to be there. So the next morning, she meets Pumpkin for breakfast. And she's telling Pumpkin about the phone call that she's had and asks Pumpkin if she wants to go. And Pumpkin says no.
I wouldn't go either.
She doesn't want to go.
After that last rehab stint and she didn't show up, what makes you really think she's going to show up?
Because it's her mom. And they were hoping that her mom would go to rehab like you said. But maybe if she goes to court and June sees her family there, that maybe she'll want to do better. That's just my thought about it. I think that's what Dodo's also trying to think about that too. Early in the episode, we saw Sugar Bear and Jennifer riding in the car looking at that video of Mama June. And what does Jennifer do? She gets an attitude, said, look at June. She's missing her teeth. She just looks so run down. Did she really think she was going to be better than me on that Star magazine? I was trying to get that attitude with Jennifer,
It didn't work because her attitude's more stank.
And, Sugar Bear tried to let her know, leave Alana alone. She's doing pretty good with Pumpkin and Josh. So Jennifer decides to come up with a plan to get Sugar Bear to be on her side. Later at the house, Jennifer made dinner, she made cookies, and she has on her some lingerie and a robe.
What kind of dinner was that? I was trying to look and see, but it wasn't registering.
It looked a little bit like chili, but it looked a little bit like a heavy pasta or spaghetti sauce too. I wasn't sure either, but the point is, Jennifer's wrapped up in a robe, looking
in her lingerie,
looking like how she wants to look, and Sugar's like, what you got that on for? It's 100 degrees outside. She's like, oh, I just cooked your favorite meal and everything. So he sits down for dinner and she's talking to him, trying to seduce him and everything, And Sugar's like, you know what? I don't have time for this. I'm going fishing with my buddies. She's like, oh, it's either your buddy or me. And he's like, well, he gets up to go. She's like, really? He's like, you can forget your dessert. So then Sugar Bear goes to the doctor, and he's having ED or erectile dysfunctional problems.
Now, I didn't think that was going to be the secret. I thought the secret was he was going to meet up with somebody at a motel, hotel, Holiday Inn, something like that. Not at the doctor's office, to where we had to see blurred down images of his thunder from down under.
Right.
I literally almost threw it up in my mouth. I don't know about you, Mom. I don't know about you.
I was just taken aback.
And you know what else disgusts me too? Sorry. To all you guys out there, but if you watched it, you know. When they took out that pump, child, I thought I saw the whole thing in there. I was to the roof.
Well, this episode was a little risque as far as Sugar Bear and Jennifer was concerned, but I'm glad he got whatever taken care of and he needed to do what he needed to do. A couple days later, looks like Jennifer was cleaning up or whatever, and she finds Sugar Bear's box of products that he needed or wanted to use, and she calls him in there. She's like, what is this? He's like, you know what, I got to admit that I didn't go fishing the other day. I went to the doctor's office to help you. So she pulls out the stuff that was in the box, and she's like, oh, you need all this? I thought it was enough for you. He's like, and you know what it was? He was like, he told Jennifer, now pretty much I got your dessert.
Lord, and then we heard the pump noise going on and off. I was like,
I was like, ugh.
That got me in my throat.
The pump, but hey, that's what he went to the doctor for.
Now it's a slumber party, and we see Pumpkin bring all the pizzas, the cookies, the chips, the donuts,
the Rice Krispie treats.
I'm like, what's the producer zooming in on the treats trying to be shady or something?
Why you say that?
Because they were, well, not they, the mama was on the weight loss thing trying to eat healthy, and then Gino tried to get them to eat healthy. So I'm like, were they shading them, or was that just me?
No, that was Mama trying to get healthy. That had nothing to do with Pumpkin and Alana.
I don't know. I thought it was funny when Josh came in. He was like, who are you feeding? Who was coming?
Well, it was 5 pizzas, so you figure it was Pumpkin, Josh, Alana, and her 2 friends, And if it's a slumber party, sleepover, you're supposed to eat and be happy and have soda and whatever all night. So
glitter face mask.
Yeah.
So we finally get one friend come over. Alana wants her sister to leave.
Yeah. Can you blame him?
Yeah, I would have felt so offended if I was Pumpkin. Like, I'm only a couple years older than you. I thought we was all hanging out together.
Well.
But she did want to be a smother, so I guess that comes with the territory.
Right.
So later she gets a phone call from her other friend who lets her know that her mom says that she can't show up.
Mm-hmm.
So she tells this to Pumpkin, and the Pumpkin was like, you know what? That's not your friend. That means they just brainless and all this other stuff. And I disagree with that.
I do too, because it's not necessarily the friend, because clearly she invited the friend, and the friend had the courtesy to call Alana to say she couldn't come. Mm-hmm. It's whoever the friend's parent or guardian is who didn't maybe want her to be a part of what was happening, I guess.
Yeah, the production, and you just saw Alana pretending to snort coke. So do you really blame her for not wanting them to have their child come?
I would be apprehensive.
I don't think you would have let me go at all. That was me. At least meet the people. You know?
Yeah. We jump back to Dodo, and Dodo is now meeting up with Big Mike. Dodo is trying to get anybody she can to go with her to this court date, because everyone pretty much has said no up to this point, because they just don't want to really see June like that or be let down again. So she takes Mike to a spa, and she brings up, hey Mike, so I got a call from the sheriff, and he said June's court date was Friday. You want to go? He was like, no.
I actually thought he was going to say yes.
I did too at first. And Dodo's like, well, you know what? It's not going to be another 3-day trip or however long it was the first time. He's like, I don't care. He goes, you drive safe. He goes, you need to really let it be what it is. Mama June's going to do what she's going to do, and you have to learn to let go.
Right. Especially when he said, it's not like she's thinking about you.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's true, because all she really is doing is out there doing her. I mean, she knows what her responsibilities are.
Yeah.
She's just choosing not to for whatever the reasons are. So, I mean, I could see his point, and I could see her point as a sister.
Yes.
But at some point, you do have to know when to let it go and fold it up.
That's true. Some of us have been in a situation where you may have held on a little too long in hopes of the other person, regardless of the situation, figured it out on their own. So I get what she's saying with that. And like you said, I also get what Big Mike is saying. So he's not going. No one's going. So, of course, Dodo's going to go on her own. So then the next morning, Dodo gets up at the crack of dawn. She's like, well, I guess it's just going to be me and the producers. So she heads out to Alabama for the court date. And when she gets there, there's a whole lot of media, a whole lot of paparazzi out there too. So she's not alone, because they're waiting to see if Mama June's going to show up too. So time is ticking. The court date is 9 o'clock, and it's like 18 minutes till, and the time's ticking down, and there's no Mama. And then, is that Mama June? And then the show
Cuts off.
Held up for next week.
You know what I thought was interesting, though?
What's
at
that?
the end, I don't know if I heard it throughout the episode, but at the end she said one of the main reasons why she came was to basically, speak her piece and let her have it. And I'm like, hold on, this is not support. It's either you're going there to support, or you're going there to tell her off and tell her what it is so she can get back on track. Because, as much as she does need to hear it, that's not going to do nothing for her at this court date.
No, it's not. I just think she wants to make sure her sister's okay overall. So that's what I got from that.
Okay, so that was the end of this week's episode. I'm not surprised how they cut it off. I am surprised because I believe that she's going to show up to that court date. But is she really going to show up at 9 a.m. when her court is in order?
I hope so. Be in her best interest.
Yeah, no. They need to give her the clinks. Because, that wouldn't fly with nobody. You show up there at 9 o'clock. All the processing I assume you have to do. What did you think about this week's episode?
I thought this week's episode was just slightly a little more informative. We're learning a little more about what's going on with the court cases, and Alana's trying to make new friends and how she's branching out. So we're getting a little bit of information week by week, but I'm really ready to see Mama June on one of these episodes.
You're ready for her cameo?
Yes.
Well, it's her show. Let us know what you guys thought about this week's episode in the comments down below, and what you think is going to happen next week. So thank you guys for watching this week's video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and you share this video to other Mama June not to hot watchers.
And as always, live simply, be grateful.